Things are all dialed up here, which is good. Hello. Back on Tuesday, the 1st of June. Pinching a punch for the first day of the month, gang. Hopefully you're all well. It's been a bit chilly last few days. While everyone's jumping on, a few people jumping on the live right now, which is awesome. So welcome back to those who are here as the regulars. Morning, Alison. Good to see you. And for those who are returning, as always, welcome back. For those who might be new, might be just popping along for the first time, good to see you. Jason Witten is my name, and property investing is my game. That rhymes. So, been property investing 20-odd years, and helping property investors over 18 across Australia and New Zealand build their property portfolios. And each morning we're together around about 8 o'clock, unless I'm out and about, which I have been for the last 4 days. I've been on a bit of a climbing trip in the middle of South Australia. Good morning, James. Good to see you. Morning, Aaron, and whoever that is. Good morning to you. Great to see you guys. Yeah, so if you're new, welcome. Each morning we get together, have a bit of a wealth coffee chat, talking about property investing and going the distance. You know, being a property investor is not easy. The stats show that not many people make it. A lot of people start out, millions start out actually, and not many people make it to the point where property becomes the vehicle of choice, the asset of choice that creates that passive income for you in the future. So we try and share a little bit of wisdom on how to go the distance on that one. Deirdre, good to see you. Good morning. So, I've been away for a few days, Friday, and there's Karen. Good to see you. I don't know why it's coming through that way now, Karen, and not the other way, but good to see you. Fabulous indeed. I've been away for a few days, Friday to Monday, climbing in South Australia, and was awesome to get away, a little bit of a break. You guys might have already known that. But while I was there, I observed something quite interesting. We were at a place called Rawnsley Station. And it was absolutely magic. Trina, it was just fantastic. A place called Wilmina Pound in the middle of SA, just absolutely beautiful countryside, just magnificent. Quite fresh each day. A little bit chilly, but it was magic. But one thing I did observe, which was interesting, got me thinking, was that every night we went to, there's a little restaurant there where we were staying, a little cabins, and Woolshed restaurant. Highly recommend you go along if you want. If you ever want to go and visit, it's just mad food and amazing beer and wine and stuff like that. Anyway, the point is, I was the youngest. My buddy of mine was the youngest person in the restaurant. We were the youngest. Now, I'm not a spring chicken. I'm 48, and he's 40. And the place was packed. There was at least 50 people there every night, enjoying dinner and wine and bits and pieces. But we were, Duncan and myself, we were the youngest people in the restaurant. And it got me thinking about the grey nomad army in Australia. And, and this is not, and I was just going to bring this up this morning and talk about, I don't think we need to wait. Personally, I don't think we need to wait till the end, after 60 or 70 years of life and working, to go on those trips. And I wanted to sort of talk about that this morning, because it's interesting. We take all this time, we decide that we were going to buy some properties, be a property investor, have a career, start a business, get married, have kids, all these things. And what our social process is to say, all right, well, listen, do all that stuff first and save up all of this fun stuff, all of this travel stuff, all of this, go and visit amazing places stuff until you're old. Now, I'm not being ageist here. I'm just making a point that, maybe when you're 60, 70, 80, some of these places, you might not be able to get to or visit. Some of these places might not be safe. But some of these places you might not enjoy as much as you could have when you were younger, e.g. climbing for me. What does that mean? For me, one thing that I think we should understand and do as investors is plan into your life a few fun things along the way. And I mentioned that one on Friday as well. And this might be a bit of a reminder for everyone as we're going along. Don't wait forever. Don't wait forever to do things that you need to do. For me, it's about climbing. That's why I said, what is Grey Nomads, and climbing got to do with, property investing? Well, for me, the destinations around the world that I want to visit as a climber that have been there since I was 20, in my mind as bucket lists or goals, are always going to come before me buying another property, me putting it off for later on. It's an interesting one. Why do we in life say, oh, we'll do it later? Is it social pressure? Is it that's what should be done? Do we feel, maybe we feel a bit selfish about it? Oh, it's all about you. Well, at the end of the day, gang, checking in with your partner and the people around you, that you love and who love you, if you organize it well and communicate, I would find it very difficult for anyone to say, yeah, you shouldn't do those things that you've always wanted to do. So my encouragement, my little sort of check-in, touch base today with our Wealth Coffee chat is that check in on what things are you putting off till the end. The end's not a good way to put it, but what things are you putting off? Would you prefer to be the oldest person in the room when it came to came to those experiences, or would you kind of be kind of cool being the youngest person in the room, going, yeah, okay, I'm doing this at the same time as I'm building my portfolio, as I'm taking care of things. I'm also putting some of these experiences, some of these things that I've always wanted to do, up front and in the limelight, and making sure that I'm living life on purpose and in direction. Bob reckons we should be saving for the crash. Bob, you're a funny bugger. All right. Yeah. There you go. Allison, you're dead right. Don't spend the wealth before you've built it, but mostly why I waited till a little bit later on to do some things. First class to Thailand in 2019. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, dead right. And you're right. You pointed out, like, it's not about sort of, bugger it, every night I'm going to go out to a restaurant or, do this or do that. It's about the things that are important to you. And for me, that's once or twice, maybe a year, a climbing trip to where I've always wanted to go. And to be honest, often gang, this stuff is not about the money, is it? Really, at the end of the day, a couple of $1,000, if you save up and you plan, it's not that massive a deal to go to somewhere that you've always wanted to go to. Sometimes it's the game in our head that we play, that we don't allow ourselves to go, yeah, that's pretty sweet. You can do that. 5 days here, 10 days there, 14 days here, whatever that looks like. Do it when we can. Yeah. Yeah. And Karen says, there's some responsibilities and all those sorts of things. You're dead right, Karen. And those can be complicated. But certainly interesting conversation to have. Why wait forever? Maybe it's not a great idea to wait forever. Maybe it's a good idea to try and weave in to the fabric of our life, in investing, in our businesses, in our families. We go ahead and do those sorts of things. Yeah, dead right. Trina's right. You make a good plan and go for it. Absolutely. So right now, one of the things that I've done with my climbing buddy forever is at the climbing trip that we're at, we're booking our next trip. We've already booked our next trip. All right. We're going to go into outback New South Wales, called the Wolgan Valley, as we go. Weave it in. Anyway, gang, that's it for me. Quick one today. A bit of a quick Wealth Coffee chat on the back of me having a nice time, and I thought I'd share that one. For me, for me, it was fun to be the youngest person in the room. Maybe there's something in that one. All right, gang. I hope you're all awesome and well. Give you something to think about today. Join me tomorrow for another Wealth Coffee chat. We'll talk about all things property investing and doing the do. I hope you're all awesome and well. 1st of June. It's a new month. And let's make the most of it. All right, gang. Take care. Adios.